Hi everyone, this is Mikkel. Welcome to another video. 10,000 subscribers. The title is correct. I reached a milestone I never thought I would, and I'm not like I wouldn't say I'm not happy. I'm actually very happy. Like I said, I never thought I would have gotten here. It just feels a little not satisfying, if you will. I don't really want to bring this video down or whatever. It's just I'm in a very weird place on YouTube, so to speak, because today's day and age isn't really easy to make content, and I guess I just want to talk a little bit about how I feel, where I am right now, and where I'll be headed. I mean, before I started recording this, by the way, this might not be edited because webcam footage in terms of editing is very slow. I'll try to keep this brief so it's not too boring and there aren't too many pauses or rambling, because I tend to do that in these kinds of videos. And sorry for if there's any background noise. I'll try to reduce that. So before I started recording this, I remembered when I first started doing this. I think it was back in 2017 or 18, and my subscriber count was very slow, and I just did a bunch of different things. I was mostly inspired by the Spidey Squad that was created in terms of hyping up the first Marvel Spider-Man that came out in 2018. And I never thought I could reach 100 subscribers, but I did that. I think it was thanks to a music video that I made just for fun. And then I reached 1,000 thanks to, I remember I made a 1 hour loop of the famous What's Up Danger song from the Into the Spider-Verse movie. And that got me to 1K, and at that point I really thought, okay, if this keeps going up, I should keep doing things. And so I did. I made gaming videos, I made edits, I just tried to do a bunch of different things, but eventually that kind of was my downfall. It's the fact that when you make a bunch of different content very suddenly on YouTube, the algorithm doesn't know what to recommend to who, and I feel like a lot of my content just wasn't really getting views, getting attention, and helping me grow at all. My subscriber count kept growing little by little, but it was mostly thanks to that music video, the looped video, and I feel like what I was doing didn't really matter. And my goal wasn't necessarily to become a YouTuber who mainly did one thing, like gaming or something or other. I mostly aspire to my favorite YouTuber, who is Jacksepticeye, who is very much a YouTube personality, because he can make a bunch of different videos and everyone will watch it because they love who he is and his charisma, etc. And I love him. I love his videos, and I feel like he granted he's gotten to where he is because of a lot of hard work, a lot of great things he's done. But I also feel like YouTube a long 6, 7, 8 years ago was a very simple platform. There weren't all these legal issues, monetization, censorship, this or that. It was very much a free space where you could show off any and anything you wanted, of course, except for, I know I say there weren't a lot of restrictions, which yes, today there are, but I mean, you know what I mean. You can't post anything outrageous, so to speak. And I feel like today it's very limited, and the fact that if you started your channel back then, it would grow so much over the years, and if you had a very high place on the platform today, again, similar to big YouTubers today, you can do whatever you want. And I feel like in my place today, it's very, very hard. I mean, I know that recently I feel like I got to 10,000 specifically because I recently started uploading the Marvel Spider-Man 2 soundtrack, which I do thank you for your support. It was very fun doing it. I don't do these kinds of things often because recording soundtrack is actually, it's time consuming. You play the game in ways that can sometimes be considered not fun because you're trying to get the amount of soundtrack you want without interruptions. So it's definitely something I don't do too often. I've only done it for 2 or 3 other games, other playlists I've made. but I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. The game is still popular, so you guys are listening to it. And it was also more something I wanted to do for myself because I love the music so much, and I kind of wanted to also just do it for myself. I mean, I listen to, I don't want to sound egotistical or whatever, but I listen to the videos I made because those are the kinds of videos I would want to make so I could listen to them. Other videos wouldn't have the length I wanted, or were too soft in terms of audio, so I also made those videos so that I could watch them, listen to them in the way I enjoy. And I'm glad that you guys are also enjoying it. I didn't expect that amount of comments, that amount of, oh, I can't wait for the next one, or I can't wait for this soundtrack to pop up. And it gave me more motivation to do it. And it's definitely been fun. I haven't finished. I uploaded the final story mission today at the time of this recording, and I still have other side missions to do, and I'll keep doing them and see if there's anything else that pops into my mind, like the lo-fi versions. If you guys still don't understand what the lo-fi versions are, basically in the game there you have your usual track playing, but whenever you use the pause menu, in the background you have basically a softer, simpler version of the track playing, and that plays whenever there is a track playing. If, let's say, you're in the open world, you stop swinging, it's dead silent, and then you press the button, there will be an automatic calm theme playing for you to swap suits, check your upgrades, etc. But if there's already a track playing, that track will continue except in a softer tone, and maybe I could fiddle around and see what I can do with other themes if you guys want to hear that. So I'll continue with that. But other than the unreleased soundtrack, I feel like that's the main point of why I started this video, saying it's not very triumphant for me to reach 10k, because it's cool that I reached that number, and it's nice to see people subscribe and wanting to see more content. But the thing is, the content I upload, unfortunately for YouTube, isn't original, so to speak. Granted, the music is done by John Paisano, the legend himself, but you would think that because there's so much unreleased, unofficial music that's not connected to his album, you would think, oh, it's free to upload because it isn't licensed or whatever. But it's not. It's a very weird. The music domain on YouTube is very weird. You have like copyright music, you have licensed music. Some music can block your videos, some will just restrict it in terms of monetization, and that's unfortunately my issue because I use so much reused content. At one point I was monetized on YouTube. I made quite a bit of pocket change for myself, and then all of a sudden, when I was uploading shorts of funny videos that I found, funny clips, and I saw that was getting popular, so I thought maybe I can record bits of those videos that I really enjoy, put them up and see how they go. But because, and I don't know how other people run into this problem, but the fact that I'm using other people's content, and I would remove it if I got a notice, but for most of them I didn't. At some point YouTube just removed my monetization without warning. They just sent me an email that it was done, and I tried reapplying every month. Yes, I had to wait a month every time I reapplied to see if it would work. I would delete videos or cut out music or anything I could find that restricted me. I tried for 2-3 months and they wouldn't budge, and I thought it was very unfortunate. I remember I had to take down the 1 hour What's Up Danger video just to see if it would work, because that song is licensed, and even if there's a single video on your channel that has something that they can use against you, they won't monetize you. So I had to remove my most popular video on my channel, the one that got me the most views and feedback, and yeah, and that removed a lot of my motivation for a while. For a while I didn't really upload anything. I just uploaded here and there, and yeah, it wasn't really the best, because this wasn't supposed to be a a main job. I wasn't gonna be that guy who said, I really hope you guys can subscribe to my channel, watch, help me out because I have rent to pay. No, I have a real life job, not real job. I'm not saying that YouTube isn't a real job. If you do a well enough job, are a decent person, and make decent content, I fully do believe that YouTube can be a real job for you. I'm saying I have other passions, I have other things to worry about, things I want to do, and like I said, with all the restrictions and how YouTube has been with me for the past few years, I really don't see myself suddenly increasing in popularity to gain enough money to. I mean, it wasn't really all about the money. That's the weird thing that even I debate in my head a lot. Was the money really all it was worth? Because when I started the channel, I was very small and I didn't have monetization. I just did it because I was so passionate and excited and happy to be on the internet, because it was only around that time that I made accounts, subscribed, etc. And once I got monetized, it was more of a bonus. So I was like, oh yeah, I can make money from this. That's really, really cool. But when it was taken away from me, it felt so sudden and almost unfair that it got to the point where, well, if I'm not gonna really make money from this, if I'm so restricted, why should I bother? And I feel like with everything I've uploaded, because those are so popular, that's what's giving me so many views, it would be very odd and almost like a reset button to remove all music content from my channel to then yeah, and then I don't even know, like, what would I upload, what would I do? I really don't really have a plan. My other passions on YouTube were, like I said, making gaming videos, but as I've grown up, you know, I don't even have a monitor for myself. I have the living room television that my family and I share. And when I was younger, I had more of that confidence and want, you know, engagement to say, hey mom, could I have a few hours so I could stream or record something? And she would let me, even though she found it a bit weird. And I remember after a while, after I'd stopped, my mom said, do you even like stream anymore? Do you stream and talk to your chat and stuff? And I said, no, not really, because I feel like I definitely need that privacy, as well as, I don't know, like I've felt that. I remember a while back I announced that I wanted to create separate channels for separate things, and try to be as original and sorry, let me start again. I wanted to create different channels for different hobbies of mine. I remember I wanted to create a channel that I've already made for gaming, but the thing is, like, I remember I did a few streams and I thought it was fun. It was like getting back into a rhythm. I played Dead Space, which was a game I was very excited to play, and I wanted to share my reactions, and it was fun seeing some of my best mates, some of my online mates from the Discord, which, yes, there is a Discord if you want to join. It's in the channel description. It was fun, you know, seeing them and sharing a few things, but I did remember, you know, since this is a brand new channel and they are really, I don't want to say loyal, but they usually always watch and are there for me, and we chat almost all the time, so it was just them and there really wasn't anyone else. And it almost took me back to like that moment where, you know, you can do this for God knows how long and you always wonder, is there ever going to be more? Like, what can I do to get more feedback, get more support, get more views, etc. And I don't exactly know why, but I remember I didn't even finish the game and I stopped making streams, because I think like I said, it really is about that time, because I said the TV the living room is shared. I can't always hog the space in the evening, because since my mom and I have jobs, we're both tired in the evening. All we want to do is have dinner, watch something together for a bit, and then head to bed. It's times are more difficult as you grow up. I think yeah, if I can boil all this down, it really is the fact that, you know, growing up isn't simple. You lose time, you lose motivation, you lose your hobbies just because you have to focus on other things so much. And I know that, some people, some different people around the world will find that time, find that balance, find that motivation, and I'll be plainly honest, it's just not really in me. If I want to ever pursue gaming again, I would have to maybe live on my own, have my own monitor, so a proper monitor, so I could, have that privacy, have that freedom. Like I said, again, all of these things, it's not the fact that I don't want to do them, it's more that I can't really do them as freely as I want. If I want to, I'd have to sacrifice a lot of time, a lot of this and that, when I'm really in a time in my life right now where I need to think about my future, think about what I want to do, because the last few years haven't been easy in terms of, like I said, my future, what I want to do, what I enjoy, what I don't. And yeah, continuing on the subject of my future, or the future of the channel, like I said, I made a gaming channel that's kind of stopped right now, like I said, because I can't really find the time and etc., but I would love to continue it. I would like to make another. Oh, I did make another channel actually for music. I like to make from time to time my own music, mainly orchestral. I don't really like listening to rap, sometimes hip hop, but things with lyrics aren't always for me, especially because nowadays there aren't a lot of good songs, I'm gonna admit. But if we go back to like the 2000s, 2010s, even all the way before that, there's some classic songs that I do enjoy, like the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. I love listening to that kind of stuff. Older songs are really my thing, that I guess I'm rambling a little bit here. My point is that the most soundtrack I listen to nowadays is original stuff for movies, shows, games, anime, etc. Those songs, those tracks, that kind of soundtrack I listen to a lot, and it inspires me to make my own. So on that channel I made I made 3 videos all relating to Spider-Man, because I wanted to see, because the game was coming out, I wanted to see if the popularity would help those videos grow. And I remember I uploaded 2 videos with soundtrack that I heard from the trailers that I wanted to see if I could recreate in a semi-professional way. And I think I did a decent job, and I like to think that every video I upload, I kind of learn how to be a bit better at them. So the last video I made, I'm very proud of, because I was able to take some parts of the very first video I uploaded and improve them to make something a little more complete, a little better. Because my first video was mostly recreating music from the demo we got for the State of Play. Second video was just recreating the story trailer music that I thought was very nice. And then, like I said, the third video was mostly an upgrade and improvement over the first. I'm currently thinking of what I could make next, because that also is a bit of a commitment, because all I have is my phone, actually, my GarageBand app on my phone. I don't have the money or the equipment for a complete virtual instrument setup, but I'm doing good with what I can. I'm enjoying it, and now it's mostly about what I'd like to do, because I mostly compose things that are inspired from things that I know, and I'm also trying to delve into more of original things, like recreate or inspire less and less, and try to be original with it. I'm currently thinking of actually making a Venom theme inspired a bit by Venom's theme in Spider-Man 2, which I thought was excellent. The music in that level, in his own level, of course, is exceptional, and I want to see if I can make a bit of a horror action-y Venom theme. So I guess you'll have to wait and see. And I guess a last channel I would want to make. Sorry, I see this video is getting quite long. But a last channel I would want to make would be related to Lego. I'm a huge Lego fan. I would turn the webcam around and show you everything I've got here, but it would be a bit embarrassing. But trust me, I have a lot of Lego. I've been collecting and playing with them since I was a kid. And I always liked making these small brick films when I was a kid. Brick films are basically stop motion with Lego. And I feel like maybe I could I could delve back into that if I could, because that's something I definitely could. I'm not gonna say I need some more equipment. Other than a bigger desk right now, I feel like brick films I could definitely do. It would just take a lot of patience, a lot of time, a lot of skills, and I feel like I could definitely do that. And also another thing that I really liked doing was making MOCs. Forgive me, I still don't understand what it stands for, but MOCs are basically making a big setup, a big scene, if you will. And because I've been ordering a lot of Marvel Spider-Man 2 Lego figures online, I feel I got the idea of what if I could take scenes from the game, build a scene in Lego, and maybe just make a video talking about kind of how I made it, trying to put some cinematic shots in there, and just make something simple and nice. See how that goes. You know, I haven't even made that channel yet, but just thinking about it gets me a little. Because one of my favorite things to do is try ideas, like try new things, see how they go, just working on something, dedicating myself. Because once you get in your 20s, like I am, like I've just started right now, you stick a lot to life routine basically. And for me and some of my best friends, sometimes we hate that. Sorry, I'm a little sick. We hate going weeks and weeks on end without doing something different or new. We just like go to work, do this, do that, go home, rest, start the day again. Because as much as we can maybe enjoy our job, etc., sometimes we definitely need a break. I remember when winter break arrived not too long ago, I desperately needed a physical and mental break. I needed to sleep for a few days. I needed to just be left alone for a little while. And that's just the rest part. Like I said, trying new things, doing different things, just enjoying what you're doing that you wouldn't usually do is something I definitely enjoy. And I guess I just mentioned that because it connects with, because whenever I bring out my Legos and want to work my Lego, sorry, not Legos. Whenever I do that and want to work on something, my brain is going in all different directions, thinking, okay, how would I build this? How would I make that? What looks better with what? Because Lego has always been a very creative medium, and I feel like the bigger you work on something, the longer you work on something, the more hyped you get about the end product, especially if it's something, like I said, new, something you don't try or do often. So that's, yeah, I'll see how that channel goes. Yeah, I guess that's kind of how much I want to share. The video is already almost 23 minutes long. I apologize for that, because I know you guys don't really want to listen to, well, I'm not gonna. All I'll say is I know it's hard to listen to an unedited video for over 20 minutes of someone sharing and rambling and this and that. Like I said, I would edit this, try to make it feel a little better. I mean, I'm gonna edit the audio a bit so it sounds good, maybe put in some background music, but the thing is with my editing software, I don't know why, but webcam footage just it doesn't go well. Well, I wouldn't say go well, it's just every time I press play to see the preview of what it looks like, it takes like a long while, and I don't really know why. So I guess we'll just see how that goes. But yeah, it basically means I don't really feel like editing those because it takes so long. But anyways, thank you so much if you watch this and watch the whole thing. It really does mean a lot when I can just share like this for a little bit, considering I don't do it very often at all. Like I said, I do appreciate the recent support with the Marvel Spider-Man 2 soundtrack. Like I said, those are tougher to make than it might seem. It takes a lot of patience, planning. I try to keep it very organized, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. More videos on that to come. Like I said, I'm going to try and record absolutely everything I possibly can from the game, and I'm very excited for the New Game Plus update that will hopefully come soon. And yeah, I guess I'll just see how, as time passes on, what I do with my other channels. If you want to check out the 2 existing ones, like I said, everything is in my channel description, on the about page, etc. There's a there's a Discord, the other channels, etc. You can take a look if you'd like. And yeah, Like I said, thank you for 10K. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for sticking with me, whoever has, for all these years, all these times, all these moments. And I guess I'll see you next time. Take care, guys. Goodbye.